Good evening and welcome to the final Hoops Friday night of the winter. One more time alongside Matt Zigai, I'm Jason Geyser, and we're here to bring you highlights from 8 local teams in the boys basketball district finals.
It's all Division 4 tonight. Crestview's win streak now sits at 21 games as the Knights storm into the district finals.
One of those 21 wins came at home against Kalida by 14 2 months ago as we head to the Elida Fieldhouse. That's where this Division 4 tournament tilt plays out. The Wildcats pushed their win streak into double digits with a 10th straight victory on Tuesday. End of the first quarter, Javen Etzler buries the 3-ball as time ticks away. The Miami of Ohio commit gives Crestview a 15-9 lead after one. In the second, Owen Recker, always a threat to pull it, but he dishes to Luke Earhart for the easy layup. Kalida's cut the deficit to 4, so here come the Knights. Derek Deely, no. Kalen Etzler, an emphatic yes. The sophomore with the follow slam for a 24-17 lead. Into the third, Javen again, hanging 3 more on the board. The Knights go up 29-17. Final ticks of the third. Recker inbounds to Earhart. In midair, hitting at the horn. The sophomore has Kalida within 11, and that's just a harbinger of what's to come. Fourth quarter, Earhart, step back 3, bottoms. It's a 9-point game. And then it's Earhart, this time from the corner. Another triple try is true. The Cats are down just 6, and Earhart is feeling it. Now pulling up and draining the 2-point jumper. He's taken over the game and has Kalida within 4. Final minute, Trevor Lambert, the senior for 3, 46-all. We go to overtime in Elida. They lead by 3, does Kalida in the final seconds of OT, but it's Javen at the buzzer. Shades of last year's game winner on this court in this game. This time it forces double OT, and the Knights don't let their opportunity slip away. Drew Klein into the lane. Crestview wins 61-58 in double overtime. They hoist the district trophy for a 2nd straight year.
Moving to Findlay, Columbus Grove and Arlington go head-to-head in the district final. Arlington won the regular season matchup between these two teams by 3. Third quarter tie game. Gabe Clement knocks down the 3 to put Grove in front, but Arlington fires back. Ivan Berry snags the offensive board and puts it right back up and in, pulling the Red Devils within 1. Arlington down 9 here. Jarrett Vermillion dials one up from distance. The Red Devils hanging around, but back come the Dogs. Blake Reynolds on the inbounds pass. Powers his way inside for 2. Grove leads by 8. Moments later, it's Clement blowing by his defender and laying it home. The lead's ballooned to 12. Arlington needs a bucket here, and they get one as Vermillion buries it from deep once again. The Red Devils won't go away. Later, it's a 5-point margin. Reynolds to the rack once more, but back and forth we go. Vermillion with the hot hands as he's feeling it from long range. That long ball puts the Red Devils within 4, but the Bulldogs are too much. Clement the steal and the bucket at the other end. Columbus Grove wins 52-45. The Bulldogs are in their first regional trip since their state finals campaign of 2006.
It's a great win for our program, good win for these young kids going forward. I mean, we still got hopefully got a lot of basketball left to play, and we're starting 3 sophomores, and hopefully this is a good, stepping stone going forward to next year and the year after that also.
We didn't start out how we wanted it. I didn't start out how we wanted it, but we picked it up in the second half, and we did what we needed to do to close it out. We stuck to the plan, got boards when we needed to, and stopped when we needed to, and made free throws, so we got the win.
So here's how the regionals at Bowling Green Stroh Center shape up for next Tuesday. Columbus Grove gets Maumee Valley Country Day at 6:15 p.m. The late game on the Stroh Center court pits Crestview against Hicksville. That's a game that the Knights won by 25 this regular season after those two played to the buzzer in last year's districts.
In Wapakoneta tonight, 2 MAC rivals battle for the district title. The defending state champion Marion Local Flyers continue their quest for a repeat, but St. Henry stands in their way, looking to take advantage of the opportunity to knock off their conference foe in tonight's Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game.
Hoops Friday Night Spotlight game brought to you by Steve Meyer Service in Kreidersville.
Through 2 NWCC squads to get to the district final, while top-seeded St. Henry beat Minster by 7 in their semifinal matchup. First quarter, Nate Bruns knocking over his defender and hooking it home. Flyers on the board, but St. Henry heats up from deep. Ethan Tiemann finds Riley Link in the corner. He cans the triple, and then this time Tiemann finds the big man, Caden Niekamp, cashing in from downtown. St. Henry up 6, but Bruns kept the Flyers in the opening frame. Final seconds of the quarter, the Findlay commit has a 3 of his own. 12-9 skins after 1. In the second, St. Henry Henry stays hot from long range. Zach Niekamp connects here, and then moments later, it's Caden kicking to Zach for another long ball. 22-17, St. Henry at the half. Third quarter, Bruns goes to that right-hand turnaround again. This time he kisses it off the window, and then moments later, Marion local running. Bruns with a no-look dish to Nick Tadgeman for two. The Flyers hanging around, but the three-point barrage continues. Here it's the freshman Matt Berkey all alone in the corner. He sticks it. The Redskins lead is 5 after 3 in the fourth. Nick Tadgeman with a beautiful feed to a cutting Sam Heelsman. It's a three-point game, but that's as close as the Flyers would get. Ben Evers to Zach Niekamp. He hits another tray. The lead is 6. Moments later, it's Caden with the dagger. 15 for the big man as the Redskins are heading to the regionals for the first time since 2012, knocking off the defending state champs 52-40.
We knew we had to take it. It wasn't just going to be given to us. And I felt like tonight we took it with some big shots, especially in the fourth quarter.
I have a lot of confidence in my shot. I mean, if I miss one, I'm going to keep shooting. So it's always fun to see him go in, and when it's in the clutch time, it's even more fun to watch him go in.
The entire season, these guys have been tireless. Coach Luke and Coach Whirling get them in the weight room. It's helped out exponentially with our bodies, with our confidence, and our mental toughness. And it showed tonight when we won the district championship over a great Marion team.
Down I-75 into Dayton we go now. Fort Loramie tangles with Cincinnati Christian in the district finals. The Redskins won all 3 of their sectional games by double digits. Third quarter, Skins clinging to the lead. Nick Brandaway baseline to Mason Kemper in the paint. It's 28-24 Loramie looking to extend that lead. Nathan Ratterman behind the arc, pulling up and knocking down for 3. Redskins up 7, and their next time down, Eli Rosengarten leaves it for Ratterman. He is on fire. That gives Loramie their largest second half lead at 8. CCA would come back to tie it in the fourth, but when you're hot, you're hot. Ratterman once more from range. 37-34 Skins, and that's the closest the game would be again. Rosengarten to the hoop. Fort Loramie wins 49-41. They clinch their 3rd straight berth in the regional round of the playoffs.
Our seniors are unbelievable. They've been through every big moment, from football to baseball and now in basketball. So I just incredibly proud of just our kids and the way they battled. That's a really good basketball team. We played 20 wins, and we just kept plugging away. And we were huge from the free throw line tonight, 15 of 18, and that'll get it done any night of the week.
Coach set me up with some great opportunities there in the second half to get my shot going. Once I hit that first one, it just felt real nice. And so shooting that second one off the hand felt nice, and those other two just kept followed.
Here are the regional matchups for next Tuesday at Kettering Fairmont's Trent Arena. Fort Loramie will take on Shelby County foe Jackson Center Tuesday at 5:30 p.m. The Tigers beat Franklin Monroe tonight by a score of 56-47, clinching their first regional trip since that state semifinal season of 2016. That all Shelby County affair is at 5:30. Then at 8 o'clock, it's St. Henry against Springfield Catholic Central. That's all Tuesday night at Trent Arena. The action continues tomorrow with 3 more boys district finals. Division I, Lima Senior faces upstart Perrysburg at 4:30 at the University of Toledo. D2, Shawnee meets WBL foe Van Wert at 7 o'clock at ONU. The Tribe won the regular season meeting by 21 in January. Division III, Coldwater's reward for knocking off top-ranked Archbold is a date with 21-3 Ottawa Glandorf. Both teams have won 12 of their last 14. They meet up at Lima Senior at 1:30 tomorrow afternoon. 5 local girls teams are just a win away from state. The top 2 teams in the final Division III AP poll meet in the regional final in Lexington. Second-ranked LB takes on undefeated defending state champ Afrocentric at 6 p.m. Number 1 also meets 2 in Division 4. Defending state champ Minster tries to avenge their only loss of the year against poll champion Fort Loramie at 7:30 in Vandalia. Meanwhile, in Elida, Ottaville plays for a return to state, taking on Arlington. That game, too, is at 7:30 tomorrow night.
Well, Jason, we need to take our first break here on Hoops Friday night, but when we return, we head to the mats as we had state semifinal wrestling action today in Columbus. Find out which local wrestlers punch their tickets to the finals tomorrow, right after this. Welcome back to Hoops Friday night, where we change gears for a couple minutes.
Spots in the state wrestling championship matches are on the line tonight at the Schottenstein Center. 7 local athletes have made it all the way to the state semifinals. In Division III, LCC's Joey Caprella battling at 145 pounds. He gets the takedown for 2, but falls into the consolation bracket with an 11-5 loss in this one. 195 pounds, Garrett Neth from Allen East earns 2 points with a reversal. He too, though, loses his semi by a narrow 6-5 score. 182 pounds pounds, Bluffton's DeAndre Nasser gets the takedown in the final seconds of the third period. What a thrilling way to continue an undefeated season. Nasser advances to tomorrow night's state finals with a 3-1 victory.
I've been dreaming of this since I was a little kid, since I was down here watching our own Bluffton guys back when I was little being in the finals. So ever since then, I've always wanted to be in this, and I finally got it. My dream came true.
Division III consolation matches, 120 pounds. Allen East Drake Carmine wins by pin in 1 minute 40 seconds. 160 pounds. Patrick Henry's TJ Ramey and Indian Lake's Hayden Pummel square off. Pummel gets the takedown early, but then in the third round, Ramey comes away with the pinfall. He wins the match in 4 minutes 21 seconds. That is the excitement of the state tournament encapsulated right there. 182 pounds. Daniel Rosales from Ottawa Glandorf winning in overtime with the takedown. The Titan takes it 11-9. We will have action from the final day of the state meet tomorrow night.
From the mats to the lanes as we have Division I girls state bowling from Columbus today. Wapakoneta sophomore Maddie Dosick finished 15th, earning honorable mention All-Ohio honors.
We need to take our second and final break here on Hoops Friday night. When we come back, it's to the basketball court with the University of Findlay hosting their conference semifinal after this.
Welcome back to Hoops Friday night as we move from the high school to the college hardwood. The University of Findlay men's basketball team hosted Cedarville in the GMAC semifinals tonight. The Oilers squeaked by with an 80-77 victory. Alex White led the way with a double-double, 32 points, 11 boards. Senior Trey Smith also added 25 points of his own in the Oilers' victory. Findlay advances to the championship game tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
A pair of Oiler brothers represent the University of Findlay at the Division II National Wrestling Tournament. James Weimer is into tomorrow's semifinals, winning his opener by a major decision and his quarterfinal 9-5. Older brother Josh was pinned in the quarters, but he did rebound to win his first match in the consolation bracket 4-1. The Oilers track and field team showed out at the Indoor Nationals today. UF senior and Liberty Bettengrad Austin Combs repeats as the national champion in the shot put with a heave of 21.22 meters. Freshman Xavier Marable qualified for the finals in the 400-meter dash, finishing 8th in preliminaries at the Division III Nationals. Both Ohio Northerns, Ian McVeigh and Maggie Krause, claim All-America honors. McVeigh finished 7th in the 5,000-meter run. Krause took that exact same spot in the pole vault competition in the Division III.
College football as Ohio State had their second spring practice today. Georgia transfer Justin Fields and redshirt freshman Matthew Baldwin met the media after the session. The two talked about their approach heading into the spring and the open competition that appears to be shaping up at the quarterback position.
I didn't really know what to expect, but of course I want to be the starter, but at the end of the day, that's not my decision, so I'm just going to come out here and just continue to get better.
When you came here, did you think, or were you under the impression that you were going to be the starting quarterback?
Nah, Coach Day knew. Coach Day wasn't giving me any handouts, so I knew coming here that I had to work for it.
I guess he's kind of chasing me, or we're kind of fighting each other, so it is different, but, you know, I think I have the same motivation.
You don't feel like you're chasing this spring?
I don't think so, no. I mean, we started off in cool.
Me and Matt are good friends. He's definitely a good quarterback, and I'm just learning from him every day because, you know, he was here last year, so he just helped me out with the playbook and stuff like that.
From the professional ranks today, the Browns today bolster their pass rush, adding defensive end Olivier Vernon via a trade with the Giants. You don't get anything for free. The Browns had to send Kevin Zeitler to New York. He's a promising young offensive lineman. Meanwhile, Findlay grad Harold Jones-Cordy signed a one-year deal with the Chiefs today. That's how we wrap up the final Hoops Friday night of the year. Thanks for tuning in, and a special thanks to everyone here who puts in so much hard work every single Friday. We start at the end of August. We go through the middle of March.
That's crazy.
They help us put this show on the air. It is a labor of love for everyone here, but an intensive labor nonetheless. Thank you guys for all the work.
Listen, join me back here tomorrow for much more postseason basketball and wrestling action. Until then, have a great night.